Hey guys, it's Ginger, and this is Vlogtober number 24. So, I have this thing on mute. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Or, not on mute, but I have my ringer off, but hopefully you heard that. I don't guess it would affect it. I don't know. Anyway, so it's October 24th, so that means it is Wednesday. It is also the day of our, awards dinner at work. Sorry about that. I don't know if I talked about this or not. Anyway, I think I probably mentioned it. So, it's at 5:45. Get off at 5. And I only live a couple minutes away from work, so technically I could have come home and like rushed and changed and all that, but I decided to, I don't know if you can see my little blouse here, go ahead and kind of wear something. Of course, I have this little black sweater over it. I have black slacks and little black boots on. Decided to go ahead and just kind of dress up for today. That way I don't have to worry about rushing home. I mean, if I need to run home for something, for whatever reason, I'm close enough that I can do that. But hopefully I can just leave from work, because I actually think one of the girls that's going, or one of the ladies I should say that's going, is going to follow me, because she's not been to this, the country club where the dinner is going to be at. So she's going to follow me, I think. And so yeah. That's at 5:45. It'll probably last till, I'd say, somewhere between 8 and 9. Because everybody kind of pours in between 5:45 and 6 o'clock. And you get like one free drink if you want a beer or a glass of wine. I won't probably have either because I'm not really a beer drinker or a wine drinker. I'll sip on my water and chit chat. I did find out one of my other coworkers is going, but her husband, I guess, is not able to go. He's in the military, so I'm not even sure if he's like stateside or not. But regardless, he's not able to go, so she's taking her daughter. But she saw me dressed up, and she's like, "Hey, are y'all going tonight?" And I explained to her that Justin, of course, he's going to help my dad again today on that shed running the electrical, so he'll be busy until dark or a little after, so he's not going, which he had really not planned to go anyway. But she's like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Well, me and, my daughter will sit with you." And I was like, "That's fine," so at least now I know that her and her daughter and then my other coworker and her husband will be at my table. So I'm kind of glad, because they're people that I know really well and that I can actually carry on a conversation with. So that's a plus, rather than, somebody that maybe works up front in a different office or different area that I don't see all the time or don't necessarily talk to a lot. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, because, it may give me an opportunity to talk and get to know someone, but sometimes it can also be just kind of more awkward silence. So anyway, it should be good. But like I said, everybody pours in between 1/4 till and 6 o'clock or a little after. They usually have a slideshow showing pictures of the prior year, or prior several years. Because, like, for example, get down, Nyla, get down. I don't need your white fur all over my black pants. Go. So, like, for example, my one coworker, it's her first time to go because she's at her 5-year mark and she's getting her first little award. Go. Oh, crazy cat. I have on a black sweater and black slacks. I'm just trying to get her to not climb all over me so I don't have little white hairs all over me. So anyway, she'll get to go up and get her plaque and get her picture taken with, the CEO and everything, as he hands out her award. But they'll probably go back, over like her full 5 years and, pictures, because like I know she did her own Halloween makeup a couple different times and did a really good job. So I imagine they'll have like those pictures and just group pictures and other random things throughout the years, of her, and, the other ladies that are, ladies and gentlemen, because, we have an IT department too. We have several men that work in the IT department. So just whoever is going to be, recognized for their 5, 10, whatever milestone they're at. They'll have a lot of pictures. I mean, there's other people in the pictures as well, because like I said, there's a lot of group pictures, but they'll focus on primarily the people being recognized tonight. And then, so that's something you can kind of look at and talk about while you're there. And then the little waiters and waitresses come around and kind of recap. I mean, you put in your order prior to, like when you do your RSVP, you select if you want the filet mignon or the pork chop. So, but they come around and just kind of recap, I guess, to find out like how many at which table, or just to kind of get you know where to deliver it to or what. Get down, Nala. So they'll do that, and then they'll bring out, if you want a salad, they'll bring a salad. Last time I didn't have one. I probably won't this time, and I think they may do spinach, which I'm okay with spinach. You know, you guys know I'll eat spinach but not lettuce, but I think they do kind of like a, what is it, a vinaigrette or whatever, and I'm just, nah, I'm not into that. So, and it's just kind of a green salad, just with not much else. I'm not just gonna eat spinach by itself. So I think I'll pass on that. But then you eat, and then by the time they bring out, I think it's a piece of cheesecake for dessert. So by the time the dessert comes out, then that's when our CEO will get up there and start like kind of talking about, you know, just the company and the people, and then he'll start like calling up the first person, and he talks a little bit about, you know, them and their life, and like, you know, family and things they like to do, that kind of thing. And then they'll call them up there and get their plaque and take a picture. And then after that's over, they kind of just, you know, you can kind of mingle. They play a little bit of music, and you can just kind of mingle and hang out for a little bit. I think there's like a certain time, like maybe by 8:30 or 9, that we have to clear out, but you know, some people kind of just linger around for a little bit. I didn't linger too long last time because, of course, it was just me, and I think I had to go pick up supper or whatnot for Justin and bring it home. But I don't know. I guess I wasn't like hanging out to have an extra drink or anything like that. So yeah, I think they play a little music, you know, while you're eating or visiting or whatnot. So it's not so just, you know, silent or whatever. But it's nice. So yeah, so that's my plans for tonight. Justin already knows this, so he knows to stop on the way home from working with Dad to get him a bite to eat, because I will not cook supper. Speaking of supper, I cooked supper last night, and I think I did a really good job. And I've cooked this before, but it's been like a super long time. Nala has like perched herself up on my little shelf next to my little pink Christmas tree and just made herself a happy little home. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I cooked supper last night. I made chicken bacon ranch. I guess you call it chicken bacon ranch or cheddar bacon ranch or a little bit of all the above, because that's what it was. Chicken cheddar bacon ranch, I guess. And it was really, really good and really easy to make. And I made some turnip greens, and they were out of a can. I know cans not as good as fresh, I'm sure. But this is coming from someone who's not really ever been a fan of turnip greens. They were pretty decent, and they were already seasoned, and I basically just had to heat them up. I'm all for that. The less I have to do to it, the better. And I made a little thing of Jiffy cornbread. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to have bread. I know. But you cannot live in the South and cook turnip greens, canned or otherwise, and not have cornbread to go with it. It's like a sin. I promise you it is. So, I had cornbread. And not only for myself because I wanted it, which is the truth, but because I planned to cook enough for, obviously, me and my husband, but I also wanted to make a plate for my dad, who I know loves turnip greens, who I know does not always cook himself a full meal at supper time, does not always get a home-cooked meal because his wife works out of state as a traveling nurse. So, I was just in the mood to do it, and I did it, and so we took him a plate, and he enjoyed it, so that was a good thing. But it turned out really good. Justin sent a picture to his mom, and she actually texted me and asked me for the recipe. Told her it was really simple. All I did was I sprayed my little baking dish with a little bit of Pam, just so, you know, if it got like a little too baked, it wouldn't be like a big mess to clean up. So I sprayed just a little bit of Pam and put, I think I used 4 kind of big chicken breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And then I just took, and I'm sure you can probably use the dry packet of ranch seasoning, which is probably what she said she would do. But I just took, we had ranch dressing, and we didn't have like spinach to make an actual salad, so I didn't want it to go bad. So I took just the ranch dressing and I just kind of did several stripes this way and this way, you know, like vertically and horizontal, both directions, just a good covering. And then I did like a single layer of bacon over all four. I didn't cut it. It said like they cut it and put it over each piece. I just let it cook and then I cut it. It worked just fine that way. So I did just a single layer, full piece of bacon all across all four pieces of chicken, and then baked it on 400 for about 35 to 40 minutes. I did 40 minutes simply because one of my chicken breasts was pretty thick and I wanted to make sure it was completely done. My husband will freak out if chicken is not done. So, well, which with good reason, I guess. But, anyway, so generally it probably wouldn't take but about 25 to 35 minutes max, but I did about 40 minutes just to be sure. Then when it's done, I had some Monterey and like Colby, Monterey Jack and Colby cheese that I sprinkled on top, shredded cheese, and put it back in there for about 3 minutes, just 3 to 4 minutes for it to just melt really good, not to brown, but just really good and melted. Took it out, cut it with a knife, served it up. A little bit of turnip greens on the side, a little bit of cornbread with a little bit of butter on top. It was amazing. Amazing. So good. So anyway, very, very good. But, I wanted to have a good meal, I guess, last night for supper because I knew Justin was probably going to have to, like, run through the drive-thru tonight and get him, like, a $1 chicken sandwich or whatever, so... but he was good. He enjoyed it. He said he was like stuffed, so that's a good thing, because sometimes if we just make something simple like a couple of small like chicken tenders or chicken strips, and then like baked chicken tenders, and then like green beans and a couple of deviled eggs, I mean 2 hours later he's in there looking for something else. So I'm glad that he, you know, was happy and that it was good. So yeah, I'm about to head back to work and I will load this video. I guess that's about all that's really going on. Of course, just been working, busy at work. Our numbers are looking good. I'm hoping that we pull off another record month and possibly get another bonus. The only bad thing is, of course, the end of the month being on next Wednesday, the 31st, Halloween, is that our payday is on the 2nd, so we won't have our numbers done, I don't think, in enough time for it to be on that check. So the bonus would end up hitting our second check, which I think would be the 16th, I would want to say, somewhere in there. So, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. We already get paid, like, I get 3 paydays this month, so I'm excited about that, because that way I have a little extra and I can start doing some Christmas shopping, because this girl right here hasn't bought the first thing for Christmas yet, which I don't really feel like I'm going to have a lot to buy because I'm not going all out this year, but I want to do some shopping, obviously, for certain people, and I need to get started. So yeah, have you started Christmas shopping? Because there's literally like 62 days or something like that. It's like really, really close. It's, well, what is today? The 24th? So 61 days, I would say. Yeah, something like that. 61, 62, whatever. You gotta get your 30, 31s. I'm not doing the math, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's close, very close. Alright, I'm gonna go. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.